Let's get going, shall we?
Hello! Oh God, I need to keep the volume down. Frida's sleeping. Welcome back, everyone, to our YouTube channel. I mean, we're still...
We're new at this.
We're very new at
Hence
this.
my nervous giggling.
I mean, there'll be a lot of that.
Oh dear.
We must stop. We must.
I know.
We must be professional YouTubers.
I know.
I mean, we're very good at podcasts. Actually, we're very good. We're
very good. She blows our trumpet.
Mm.
No, but you know, we're just trying our hand at something new, and I think everyone should do that.
Yeah, completely agree.
I think it's fun.
Welcome.
So here we go. Welcome to our magnificent YouTube channel.
Yeah, exactly. And today, we're doing Ask Us Anything. So we have a list of questions on their farm, and I'm literally just going to go through them, all the questions that you've asked us, and hopefully we can come back with some interesting feedback. I've literally just got coffee all over my finger.
Oh, don't scold yourself. Yeah, and let's see what they've asked.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally haven't looked through them, so.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, question one. Drum roll. How do you do a drum roll? Yeah, that's a good drum roll. What do you think about the Montessori education style?
Oh, this is off the back of the other evening. I'm sure people, right. Montessori education style, what do I think? I think there's so many elements of it that I'm completely in line with.
Okay.
However, I just couldn't go the full hog.
Can you tell me what elements you are in line with? Because actually, I am that person who's like, oh yeah, Montessori, wooden toys.
Yeah, that's all you know.
That's my knowledge, and I'm down with that.
I think it's become very trendy. I mean, Montessori has been around for years and years and years. Some of my closest friends went to Montessori schools back in Australia, for example.
Oh my God, they have schools.
Full-blown
schools.
Full-blown schools.
Wow.
And the age groups are 3 years. So when you start school at 3, it's 3 to 6.
Oh my God,
6 to 9.
Crazy.
Yes. So this I don't know if I'm okay with. Obviously the wooden toys, minimal. So you don't stray away from what you're doing. Not 1,000 toys out at one time. Like Frida's playroom, which is next door, we had so many toys and it was overpowering. So things like that, they don't ever master anything. So less is more. But the things like changing your whole house so the child, basically everything is safety proofed. If they want to make a snack, they should be able to crawl up into their learning tower, the wooden thing that I have, and prepare themselves a snack. Now Frida is, she's not much older than a year. I don't personally think that that's safe.
Also, I feel like if I gave Rafa the option to go and make himself a snack, we might be snacking all day.
Well, yeah.
I'm not down with
But also from a safety perspective. So there's different bits and bobs.
Just whip the knife out, chop that apple up, go free to go.
And I'm very in line with, how to look after yourself, daily essentials. That is for sure we should be teaching our children.
For sure.
How to get themselves dressed and things. But, I mean, I'm no expert, but for me, it's too much.
Yeah.
So little snippets.
I like that.
Amazing.
Yeah, I like that. I feel like more to learn on that for sure from my side, definitely.
Yes, even from mine.
Okay, how did you know you were ready to have children, and what
Oh,
okay, sorry. I'm going to ask the question again.
okay.
How did you know you were ready to have children, would really like children, but love the life I have with my husband?
Oh, well, you go first.
So, I feel like this story is not really valid. I mean, Adam and I had a really lovely life, and we used to travel all the time. And
I love how you said past tense.
We still have a very lovely life. It's obviously travel less now with the child and COVID. But no, we had a lovely life, and I think it was slightly ignorance is bliss. I don't think I realised how much a child would turn our world completely upside down, which I think for me was probably a slight saving grace, because had I known, I think I would have freaked out a lot more about it. Also, it was my 30th birthday. I went out and got completely shit-faced. I mean, so shit-faced. that I was like passed out at Nikki Beach. So that's not the one. And I was hungover for days, anxious for days. And after that, I was literally like, okay, you can knock me up now. I'm ready to not drink for 9 months.
Did you just say you can knock me up now?
Yeah.
I didn't know whether you said knock me up or lock me up, which, oh my God.
Not
right,
not.
Adam, I'm ready. Come knock me up.
Pretty much. It was literally like, okay, I'm done now.
Crazy.
I'm done with this like phase of my life. And I think there is never really a right time, I would say. But I also would say that you can make anything possible. You don't have to change your life for your child. There's lots of options, and you know, life is what you make it at the end of the day. You can make it exactly how you want it to be. Just because other people are doing things in another way doesn't mean you have to do it. You fucking do you.
Love this. Yeah. This is what I live by. For me, I think I'm different. To you, I knew that I wanted children from day dot. Like, my parents were so worried. My mum had numerous chats with me at a young age to say, you'd better not get pregnant, because I just showed so much interest in children and everything, and I loved it. So for me, it was just a case of getting married and then
popping them out.
I was like, all right, come on, propose to me now, Stu, like, for God's sakes. And so it was as simple as that. It was innate in me from a young age, but everyone's different.
Exactly. And I think that's why everyone's just wonderful, because we're all different. If we're all the same, it'd be fucking boring.
It's so boring. So boring.
Okay, why did you wean at 4 months?
Oh, we both did this.
Yeah, we both did this.
Go.
So I weaned Rather at 4 months for 2 reasons, actually. Number one was that his reflux was really bad. He was struggling with reflux quite a lot, and they say that food helps with reflux. It's not the case for every child, but for us, it definitely helped. So we went straight ahead with it. And also, he was at that point where he was on 5 milks a day, I think. He was having 240 at every single milk, so that's 8 ounces at every single feed, and he was just hungry. Boys are hungry.
A lot of milk as well.
It's a lot of milk. So on the advice of several different people, actually, we decided to start weaning. And you know what it's like, first time round, you're so excited to just like get the ball rolling and get weaning. So yeah, we jumped straight on the bandwagon and went straight in. And do you know what? Yes, some people say you should wait till 6 months, but if they're showing all the signs that they're ready to start eating food, I mean, there is no one or nothing that says you shouldn't. So if you personally, you being the mummy, think that your baby is ready to be weaned, then kick on. Why not?
I also think, as you just said, every child is so different, and I think textbook, it says 6 months, but if your child is sitting up correctly, showing interest in your food, you know, showing signs that they're still hungry after their milk, then why not?
Yeah.
We did everything the exact same because of Frida's horrendous reflux.
Yeah, it's a good thing for reflux, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right, next one. How do you find the balance between work and raising the babies?
Oh,
you go.
I go, okay. Until we had our lovely nanny join us, 5-6 weeks ago, I think I was still I know I was still prioritising Frida over anything work related, and then it became a little bit of a battle of, you know, now I'm flagging on things that I want to be achieving from a professional perspective, and obviously we went on this whole journey aside from other things that I've got going on, and you don't want to let yourself down in a team setup.
No.
So, I mean, for us, getting a nanny has completely changed that for me. It's given me structure. It's allowed me to remove myself from a situation and get some work done. Cue Frida.
Cue Frida!
One moment. You go ahead and answer.
We back.
Frida's awake and
she's
being fed.
She's eating her lunch now.
She is.
Where were we? Juggle.
So yeah, there we go. Work, juggle.
I love that. Just past that. I don't know where I was, but there you go.
Yeah. Mind blank, baby brain. Here we are. The ball is in your court, Miriam.
So actually, I've had lots of chats recently around the mum juggle and how best to cope with the mum juggle, which until recently I thought I was handling really, really well. Turns out probably not so much, and I was having some mental health issues where my brain just was going to very far-flung weird places, and I'm desperately trying to like rein that in and try and sort it out. And I'm speaking to a hypnotherapist at the moment to try and help me prioritize and sort my life, basically.
So
sort my life. And she said that, yeah, you need to obviously make sure you're prioritizing work and you're prioritizing the baby, but you're also prioritizing yourself. So I don't feel like us as mamas, especially if we're working alongside raising our children, do anything for ourselves. And I think now more than ever before, you have to make that time.
I agree.
Even if it's just going for a walk alone, or having, you know, a 30-minute poo alone. If you want to have a 30-minute poo alone, then you need to be.
Poo for 30 minutes?
I couldn't. My husband could.
Yeah.
For sure.
Paper poo, that's called.
What?
Because they read a paper.
Oh no, my husband doesn't read, but he reads his phone.
Yeah, of course, but in the olden days it would have been a paper poo.
Yeah, that's true. My dad still probably reads the paper while he has it.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, I know so.
I hate it, anything. Anyway.
Blows my mind.
With men, anyway.
But yeah, no, whether that be like a massage, go get your nails done, go for a walk, go and have a coffee by yourself, do it.
Yes.
It helps with the juggle so much. I think, and I've always said this before I had children, I was like, I'm going to make sure I prioritise myself, which obviously haven't done.
But you know what, it's so easy to say that you're going to, but then all of these things are so overwhelming.
But you've got to. I think
you have got
schedule
to.
it in.
You have to. I think that's a really good point actually. Block your calendar.
Do.
Me time.
Exactly. And I also think that I know I am a better mama when I've had some time to, some downtime. Time to switch off, chill out, do me, and I come back just a way better person.
I agree.
But it's hard. Anyone who's struggling with the juggle, I feel and you can reach out to us whenever you want to.
You're not alone. Good Lord.
Exactly. Do you struggle with the nanny guilt? Yeah. I mean, I do. I do really badly actually. I've got so much better, but it's so hard to ask someone else to look after your child. But again, I think you need to, the way I see it is that a nanny is someone else that Rafa feels super comfortable with, which I think is so important. Heaven forbid anything would happen to me and Adam where, you know, we need to be, like, if one of us is in hospital and the other's looking after, like, there needs to be another person that Rafa feels super comfortable with.
Especially because there's no family here.
Exactly. And he does feel so comfortable with our lovely nanny Giselle. She's incredible. And I also think it's really great, you know, there's a third person who can be there to play with your child, educate your child, so you're not having to do it all the time. And also, I mean, let's be honest, if you sat and played there with your child from the moment they wake up to the moment you go to bed, you would get a bit boring after a while. Your child would find you boring.
Yes, exactly. The way in which you're engaging with them becomes diluted.
Massively.
So if you go in chunks of time, like I find this now, I would say that I really struggled at first, and Marianne was helping me with quite a few things because she was, you know, obviously you'd been there, done that. But there was many a time in the first week that I Skyped or Zoomed my mum crying, just like, I feel like there's a dagger being put in my heart because it's really difficult. But when you get past that, now I really, really appreciate that help and support, because as so many of our mother tongue moms, they're expats. We really don't have our family down the road.
And you need it. You need the help. I really do think that if you try and you're trying to do it all, I mean, even if you don't have a job and you're having to clean the house and everything else, it's like, it's full on, it's hardcore.
It's a lot.
And also, what I think is really nice is that, one, you know, your child has another best friend. Like, you're always going to be the parents. They're never going to not know that. Never. That's never going to happen. And yeah, I mean, the fact that they have another person to rely on and another pal to play with, I think is really nice. And also, my final it allows you the opportunity to spend time with your husband. We actually had such an interesting chat with Carly Neve on the podcast about this in season 1, and she was so right in so many ways that you have to nurture your relationship with your husband. You know, a happy home starts with happy parents. And if we want our children to have a happy upbringing, we really need to nurture that relationship with our husbands. Yeah. Because if you let that go, I mean, they pick up on all sorts of energy.
Which, let's be honest, it's very easy to allow that to become further down the priority list when your child is here.
Massively. And it shouldn't.
No.
Nope. Okay, next one. How do you find time to prioritise exercise?
Okay, for me, at the moment, this is an easy answer because I'm not really prioritising time for my own exercise. I'm prioritizing time to go and teach Pilates,
Which is great.
but it's very different.
Yeah.
You are teaching someone else. I'm not going to somebody's class and completely shutting off. So it's just, a bit of a balancing act at the moment. However, when I first had Frida, I used to do carry fit, and this was incredible. Just because it was 40 minutes or so and Frida was with me. I didn't have childcare at that time, and it was brilliant. But I think this, moving forward for myself, obviously I'm going to have 2 children in the very, very, very near future.
Very,
I was going to say foreseeable, that's why I might. Not for the foreseeable, near future. And this is a really key point that I am going to be taking into my new life as a mom of 2. This has to be top of my priority list.
It does.
Because I'm a very firm believer on healthy body, but more so healthy mind. And that's crucial for me.
I completely agree. I think exercise, I mean, everyone's like, exercise releases endorphins, but it's so fucking true.
I'm a nicer person if I exercise.
Same, me too. So, I'm a horrible person if I don't exercise. Like, I'm grumpy, I don't like myself, I don't like anyone around me. I mean, I hate the world, literally.
Yeah.
Grumpy, grout.
It solves all sorts of problems.
It does, and I completely understand those people who are listening to this and they're going, but I don't have time to exercise. No offense, you do fucking have time. Prioritize, make it a priority. You know, if you get up an hour earlier in the morning.
The 5 a.m. club.
Yeah.
That's a really good book to read if you're thinking, you know.
Exactly.
Get up before the household is up.
Exactly. Go and do it. Fit it in. Even if it's 20 minutes, go and get it done. And do you know what? Go to bed an hour earlier. Nothing productive gets done after 9 p.m. at night. Nothing. You're just going to sit on your ass and watch telly. So scrap that. Maybe get up an hour earlier and go to the gym. Do whatever you can do, even if it's just going for a walk, get outside with the baby.
I mean, you can put a workout on YouTube now, so you don't even need to leave the house.
Exactly, it's so easy. Bumps and burpees, I mean, we love it. Lily Sabri, she's another one, just absolutely love it. Right, so that's done. Did you suffer from postpartum mental health issues?
I'm just going to say straight up, I did not. I was very lucky and I did not.
I did a little bit, actually. I've suffered with little bouts of mental health issues, nothing terrible, but just noticeable at different points during the postpartum period. So the first 10 days, I was very emotional. I would be very, very happy and then despairing all of a sudden, and it was very bizarre.
But your hormones were literally like this.
That leveled out. When I stopped breastfeeding, I also got another bout of teariness, emotional, a bit all over the place. I was very overtired at the time as well, so I think that didn't really help. And then recently as well, but I think that's again more work pressures, juggle pressures.
So it's maybe a mixing pot of lots going on.
Yeah, I think the reality is that my hormones have obviously completely changed since having Raph, and it's just still either petering out or this is just the new me now.
The new norm?
Yeah, maybe the next one might fuck it up even more or fix it. Who fucking knows?
Who knows?
But mental health is.
But I think it's really crucial to say. I actually had worries before having Frida that I was going to suffer from baby blues, postpartum depression, things like this. I think for me personally, there was too much going on in my life at that one time. Obviously, we've all had COVID issues. I lost my nan. There was many things going on in my home life, and I think that may have had a very big impact, or not may, it did, because I didn't have enough time to think about myself. I was more keep your head above water, and make sure everything is okay, and thank goodness it's not come to bite me in the bottom, because that's what I worried about. But I think everyone has something going on at all times, and postnatal depression is actually super common. And it's very, very important that we talk about it, because 100%. I don't think years ago anyone did.
No. I think that's the biggest takeaway. If you're feeling down or a bit blue, speak about it. Find a friend, speak to your husband, speak to your family. I know they might not be here, but speak up. Don't burden it all by yourself. It's very normal, it's very common. It's nothing to be ashamed or afraid of. Embrace it. Share the love.
Share the love.
Did you ladies ever clash over anything, parenting styles?
Ooh, I think you and I have very similar parenting styles in many ways.
Yeah.
And then I think in some ways we're complete polar opposites.
Completely.
And I think between us, it's really nice because I respect your style and opinion on things. So for me, I haven't felt a clash, but
no, me neither.
I don't know if this is the time to bring it up from your side.
No, but I think that's the beauty of parenting. Everyone parents in a very different way, and the way you parent your child is the way you parent your child.
Yes.
It's your business and only your business. The way other people parent their children is not your business, and therefore you should never comment on it because it's actually nothing to fucking do with you.
No.
And
don't let it consume you. These people who comment and bitch about other people's children or what they've seen the mother do, who has time for that?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you have time for that, then you need to do something else.
Exactly.
Go and clean your loo or something.
Yeah.
Okay, Marianne. For me!
Ooh!
Nanny, you came across so confident, yet you mentioned you're unhappy with your post-baby weight. Yes, I'm very unhappy with my post-baby weight.
But you're looking so
Getting
good.
There. Getting there. I've always, I wouldn't say struggled with my weight, but it's been up, down. And before I had Rafa, for about a year before I had him, I was probably in the best shape of my life. I was a spinning instructor. I was super fit, super healthy, felt amazing, very in tune with my body, as cheesy as that is to say. And obviously I went through the pregnancy, put on a lot of weight. I put on 30 kg during the pregnancy, and I don't think I ate particularly badly. I exercise every day. I just have a very shit metabolism. Well, that's what I tell myself anyway. But yeah, I've been on this F45 challenge now. We've got 1 week left, and I feel like it's really helped me get back in the groove of things. I've been trying to eat much better, stay really active, get my steps in, prioritize me and myself a little bit more, and I'm feeling so much better. I'm starting to slowly fit into some of my bigger clothes. I mean, I've still got a long way to go, but
smaller clothes, she means.
Yeah. I'm feeling so much better. But that's the thing, it happens. I mean, you grow a human. Like, it's not anything that I'm ashamed of or upset about.
Good.
It's just something that I want to get back to the way I felt. And it's not necessarily about a skinniness thing. It's just the way I was very in tune with my body, the way like how strong I was so strong. And things now, like my knees hurt all the time when I squat and stuff like that, which is batshit. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get back to where I was. And let's see, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll have to wait till after the next baby. But yeah, onwards and upwards. Every day is different.
Good. You're looking fabulous, honestly.
Aww,
you are.
You're so sweet. We got a question for you.
Oh,
Ellis.
Oh, Ellis, so formal.
When and how did you decide you were ready to try for another baby?
Oh, I don't think that this was actually discussed. I think it happened by mistake.
Don't tell your child that.
No, because we were going, I fell pregnant in the October, I think, and we were going to try in January. So it really wasn't, there's nothing in it. I'm going to be completely honest. I was using Flow app, and I looked and I knew that we were going to have sex. I was like, I'm just going to check my app. It said 5 days before I was going to ovulate. Now, coming from the doula, questionable how I didn't know this. However, I didn't. I thought, we're safe here, so I thought, let's go, let's do the deed.
I would have thought that too.
I thought 5 days was fine.
Yeah, same.
I thought it was 3. Anyway, that was cutting it fine, but no, it can live up in there for 5 days.
That's
so just be careful.
So you're fucking fertile, basically.
Yes.
I mean, so much for this PCOS that these doctors told you about. That
exactly.
You weren't going to have babies.
Endometriosis, PCOS.
The most fertile human I know.
Touch wood. I'm not complaining. So that was that.
It's not wood.
Well, that isn't either.
It is. It's the same. You see, touch wood, you go and touch your head. It's basically wood.
All right.
Okay. What's your worst mama moment?
Oh, I've probably got a few. I think one of my worst was, I don't remember how old Frida was. Stu was at work and she wasn't crawling, but she was rolling like an absolute maniac. I promise you, I walked from the bedroom into the ensuite. I could see her. I was brushing my teeth. I could see her in the mirror. I spat the toothpaste out and she'd fallen off the bed. I felt terrible.
My worst nightmare.
And yeah, I felt terrible. I've also picked her up and tried to make her laugh. And thrown her up and she smacked her head off the boot of the car. It's also a great one.
Oh, that's happened to me a few times. Actually, I remember once I was putting Rafa in his car seat and I banged his head and put him in the car seat, and Giselle came round the corner just at the time, and I tried to play it off that he was just upset about something. I was like, I don't know why he's crying, Giselle. It's fine.
It's horrible. So when I did the boot, there was a man in the car park doing the car wash, and he just stood still and was staring at me. I was like, I'm very well aware that what I've just done is terrible.
Self-inflicted.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but it happens.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what? I can't even be bothered to be like, oh, you know, bad parents. No, these things happen all the time. They're going to continue to happen.
Exactly. I mean, I remember there was like a period of like 3 weeks where Rafa just had like one bruise here, one bruise here, one bruise here, and he just constantly would like slip and fall, bang his face on a corner, bang his face on the side of the pool, walk into something, and I was a bit like, well, what to do?
It's character building, as they say.
Exactly. He's getting stronger. Doesn't kill you, makes you stronger.
Yeah.
Love it. I don't think there's any other bad mama moments.
I could probably think of a few, but
I can't think. Why can't I think?
I would like to show Stu up on one. He, the other day, gave our daughter, this is terrible, a fly swatter.
Oh yeah.
And he turned it off and it still had current in. So she put her hand on it and it went like this, as if her hand was five flies, and electrocuted her hand.
I shouldn't laugh.
It's not, like at the time, I was furious. To be honest, I mean, you can comment below if you'd like, if you want to rate these bad situations, because I think that one would be at the top. Shame him.
Sorry, snort. Actually, Rafa snorts like me. I know, shit you not, we're both snorting.
You passed it on.
I know, poor
Little
Rafa.
I love a snort.
Yeah,
it's endearing.
Exactly, character.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, last question. I love this. This last question feeds on so nicely.
Oh no.
Do you trust your husbands 100% with your babies?
Oh my gosh.
Do you?
If I'm going to be really honest, no. I don't trust anyone on this planet with Frida other than myself.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
I do not.
Yeah.
When I leave, he's next in line from me.
For sure.
Maybe my mom would be above him. No, he's amazing. Oh my God, do not get me wrong. He is amazing. But I think, well, I'm talking from my personal perspective as a mum, but that to me, no one looks after Frida as well as I do. So when I leave the house, I'm always going to worry a little bit. I might check in a few times and make sure they're still alive. And
I feel you.
You know?
I feel you. I'm exactly on your way.
Yeah.
Adam is a wonderful father. He's great, but it's the same. And it's silly things like, you know, I mean, he wouldn't know how to, well, he wouldn't know. He would be fine. He would like rally through. But if I was to leave him for a day, he would be messaging, being like, so what time do I give the milk? What time does he have his lunch? What time do we do this? What time do we do that? He doesn't know like I know. It's not ingrained.
And also, I think from a creative standpoint, like, you need to engage these children a lot throughout the day. They're not going to sit and play with the same toy the whole day.
No.
So
Sometimes
you need to be on it. You need to be innovative and I mean, trust. Of course, I trust him. He is fantastic, just like Adam. But no, I'm sorry, no one does as good a job as me and you.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We're fucking amazing.
All of us moms are.
We are. Well done, you.
Woo-hoo.
I think that's it. That's it for today.
Yeah.
All the questions. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. We hope you enjoyed
sending them in. This is really fun. We should do it more often.
Oh my God, are you American? Because we're on YouTube.
I'm American. Is YouTube American?
I don't know, but I feel like all the YouTubers are American. These vloggers.
Vloggers. Are we vloggers now?
We're vloggers, yeah.
We're vloggers. Go us. Anyway, thank you for joining us for this lovely YouTube episode on Ask Us Anything with Mother Tongue. It was lovely to see you all, and we will be seeing you soon. Now we wave. You say wave.
Okay. Sorry,
Bye.
I can't take it seriously.